It was the first time since before the pandemic that a cultural gathering could be held in La Ronge. Indigenous artisans and craftspeople with goods for sale, and demonstrations of traditional methods of bow and paddle making, hide prep, and birch bark biting and beating were showcased at the Urban Reserve across from the lake. Chief Tammy Cook Searson says during political meetings, talks centered on the challenges of making the community safer.
The gangs, community safety, the violence in the community, trapping issues, the need to support the trappers, being out on the land with their families, the language, the housing issues. So that continues to be a huge issue within our communities.
The Saskatchewan government's trespass legislation, enacted at the beginning of the year, is at odds with the treaty right to hunt and fish. And Cook Searson says when it comes to traditional territories, First Nations need to continue asserting their rights.
I think that's important for us to assert our rights too, and to say this is what we want, instead of people telling us what they think we should do, like provincial governments, federal governments. We as First Nations need to continue to set set rules and regulations of our own.
But Cook Searson says it's also important to focus on the positive things happening.
We need to build on those successes, even the youth hunting camps that we have, the land-based learning, all the different successes that are happening in our communities, the graduation rates, the post-secondary rates that are going up, and people getting out there earning degrees, trades, going into the Army, the RCMP forces.
Leanne Sanders, APTN National News, Saskatoon.